Studies indicate that 2/3 of Nova Scotians are not active enough to achieve health benefits. Active transportation, including walking, cycling, and other modes of non-motorized travel within the community, can have a significant positive impact on health. Active transportation as a form of regular exercise has been demonstrated to improve energy and productivity levels. Active transportation is an easy, low-cost activity that reduces greenhouse gas emissions and parking costs. Therefore, be it resolved that the Union of Nova Scotia Municipalities make active transportation a priority through partnering to promote active transportation strategies among the membership and with other government agencies, and to advocate for improved roads and other infrastructure to develop and encourage safe walking, cycling, and other active transportation opportunities for both Nova Scotians and visitors. Every day, people of all ages and abilities are choosing more active, participatory forms of transportation. Pat is retired and walks her dog twice a day. She also walks to as many locations as possible for shopping and errands. Liam is 10 years old and loves to ride his bike. It gives him freedom and once in a while a sense of being grown up. Sometimes his parents will send him on his bicycle to the grocery store to pick up a missing breakfast ingredient. He lives in a rural subdivision 2.5 kilometers from the store. Myrna cycles to reconnect with her community, to visit friends, to grocery shop, to get a coffee, and to do volunteer work. Active transportation is more than just walking and cycling. People can use all kinds of creative modes of human-powered transportation to reach their destinations. Karen lives in Halifax, and her daily commute is a paddle across a small body of water to where she ties up her boat and walks into downtown. She says it's free, good for the environment, great exercise, and she gets to see a lot of wildlife. Active transportation is a simple, affordable answer to many of the challenges we face. It can help cut healthcare costs, fight climate change, and create sustainable, more livable communities. Nearly every sector of our society and economy stand to gain by embracing and promoting active transportation. Nova Scotia's municipalities are in the best position to make this investment in our future. Active transportation is vital to sustainable, healthy communities. It's easy to see why. When people walk and cycle, they create desirable neighborhoods with less traffic, livelier streets, and cleaner air. Every year, more Nova Scotian communities are making active transportation a priority and enjoying the benefits. Half of Nova Scotians are physically inactive. Active transportation improves public health and reduces healthcare costs by fighting inactivity and chronic illnesses like heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Active transportation is emissions-free, making it a powerful tool in the fight against climate change and air pollution. The lack of transportation options is a barrier to employment, education, healthcare, and social opportunities for many Nova Scotians, of which approximately 30% do not drive or do not have access to a car. Active transportation is accessible to children, youth, seniors, low-income families, and persons with disabilities. Active transportation is integral to almost all trips made using public transit and supports ridership goals. Active transportation improves safety for all road users by reducing traffic volume, and improves citizen safety by adding more eyes on the streets. Active transportation brings real economic benefits by reducing the social costs of transportation, revitalizing commercial areas, and boosting tourism. Walkable business districts encourage spending in local stores and restaurants. On average, cycle tourists spend more money in the province than visitors on cruise ships or bus tours. While there are efforts at the federal and provincial levels, most active transportation-related infrastructure development happens within municipalities, where we can have the greatest impact on increasing the use of active transportation. Many municipal governments across the province have initiated planning processes. These active transportation plans, focusing on healthy community design, retrofitting for supportive infrastructure, education programs, and supportive policy development, can be models for other municipalities to follow. Here's how you can bring active transportation to life in your municipality. Commit to making active transportation part of your business. Plan for a more active future. Provide facilities to support active transportation. Promote active transportation. Make active transportation mainstream, not just a special project. Build it into everyday decision-making in planning, engineering, maintenance, parks, recreation, health, policing, and other areas. Amend or create bylaws that support active transportation choices, particularly for young people. Adopt an active transportation charter. Provide the resources. Bringing about meaningful change for active transportation takes time, energy, and money. Work with interested members of the public. You can do this through advisory committees and the participation of nonprofit groups, businesses, and individuals. The best active transportation strategies represent the efforts of the entire community. Take the lead in bringing this together. Be a visible leader. Municipal staff and facilities can provide highly visible reminders of the importance of active transportation. Encourage and support municipal staff and elected officials in walking and cycling to work and meetings. Provide good bike parking at municipal buildings and facilities. Having a strategy is essential. The process of developing one can involve and motivate everyone from elected officials to staff, the business community, and individuals. The Ecology Action Center's Municipalities for Green Mobility Toolkit can help you incorporate active transportation into current planning processes, such as your Integrated Community Sustainability Plan. Begin with a look at your community from an active transportation perspective by conducting walkability and bikeability assessments. Explicitly consider active transportation needs in transit, road, and parking plans. Water and sewer projects provide an excellent opportunity for redesigning old streets to accommodate active transportation with bike lanes and sidewalks. Land use is key to making active transportation practical and attractive for decades to come. Sprawl is not walkable and is rarely bike-friendly. Higher densities, a mix of land uses, and pedestrian-friendly urban design are essential to neighborhoods where people can make walking and cycling part of their daily lives. Make sure that new developments respond to the desires of Nova Scotia's aging, health-conscious, and environmentally friendly population. Subdivisions should include direct walking and cycling routes. Municipalities have made these happen through bylaws, staff training, and sheer political will. Streets fulfill many different purposes, but in most cases they should give first priority to vulnerable users like pedestrians and cyclists. It is important to pay special attention to the principles of universal design so that seniors and persons with disabilities can get around independently. The 8 to 80 rule suggests that if your walking and cycling infrastructure is safe for your 8-year-old grandson as well as your 80-year-old grandmother, then it is safe for everyone else. Not everyone wants to walk, run, or ride along busy streets. Off-road pathways and trails offer an attractive option and are sometimes a faster way to get from A to B. Many smaller rural communities are finding that recreational trail use can also drive tourism and bring economic benefits. Transit is an important part of life for many pedestrians and cyclists, when the weather is bad or when they want to make longer trips. Help people use more than one mode for a given trip. Put bike racks on buses. Add bike parking at transit stops and stations, and build better access routes to help people walk or bike to major transit hubs. Many people who want to cycle choose not to because there's no safe place to park their valuable bike or because there's no place to shower and change after a long ride. Enact bylaws to make these facilities a mandatory part of new developments and provide bike parking at major destinations like community centers, libraries, and recreation facilities. Encourage tourism operators to become bicycle-friendly. Special events, awards, maps, advertising, and targeted marketing can help build the market for active transportation by raising awareness, providing motivation, and encouraging people to try something new, even if it's only once. Proclaim an annual bicycle week with programs to attract attention and encourage more people to cycle. Promote existing walking programs. Host a walking festival for residents and visitors. Educate residents about active transportation options. Provide workshops and clinics for people not having previous experience with protective gear and appropriate active transportation clothing. Changes to signs, signals, streets, and trails can improve safety, but softer measures are also important. These can include driver education, cycling skills courses, and enforcement campaigns. A Share the Road campaign can help educate residents on the legal rights and responsibilities of all road users. Many communities are supporting active and safe routes to school programs, walking school buses, cycling skills courses, and sustainable transportation curriculum in order to improve children's health, road safety around schools, and neighborhood quality of life. Many stakeholders need to be involved, and municipalities can play a role in improving facilities and supporting outreach programs. Municipalities can't do it all themselves, and partnerships are critical elements of successful active transportation programs. It is important to look for partners who can offer human and financial resources, expertise, enthusiasm, and market reach. Potential partners include government and non-government organizations, community health boards, professional associations, community groups, school boards, employers, merchant groups, and tourism bodies. The adoption of the Active Transportation Resolution by the Union of Nova Scotia Municipalities is a step toward making active transportation a priority throughout Nova Scotia. Provincial and municipal government policies are now required to make walking and on-road bicycle and wheeling infrastructure an integral part of planning for sustainable transportation for the future. Active transportation is a simple, affordable answer to many of the challenges we face. It can help cut healthcare costs, fight climate change, and create sustainable, more livable communities. Nearly every sector of our society and economy stand to gain by embracing and promoting active transportation. Nova Scotia's municipalities are in the best position to make this investment in our future and to reap the benefits.